And now, please welcome your host costume enthusiasts and Philippines' #1 fan Hiwan Alusa Escudero, the Excellent Doll 2024 and Challenge Hider, Katasila Miss Galaxy Doll 2022.
Mabuhay Philippines! Kamuk, now we have arrived at the National Costume Round.
Yes. Do you remember how it felt last year?
Of course, I will never forget those special moments. I was so excited and happy.
And I believe that the 28 beauties from all over the world feel the same way as you do.
If everyone is ready, let's go watch them show off their elegant national costumes. Let's go!
Argentina. Carnival of Argentina. Argentina's carnival is the most iconic celebration, held in Gualeguaychú Corsodromo for 11 nights. Top dancers compete fiercely with stunning dance moves, elaborate costumes, and impressive parades. This year, the final night falls on the long carnival weekend. A grand carnival with music and festivals every time. They showcase their talents in a parade filled with elegant costumes, live music, and powerful energy. You can also enjoy cultural activities and authentic local food.
Australia. The Australian majestic black swan. This national costume highlights the elegance and power of Australia's most famous native bird, the black swan. The sophisticated black bodysuit is embellished with delicate beadwork and shimmering gold, reflecting its majesty. Shimmering gold sequins create wing-like layers, reflecting the swan's gracefulness in sunlight. The headpiece, inspired by the swan's stature, is crowned with jewels that echo the warm Australian sunset.
Brazil, a female church warrior. As the country is majority Christian, churches are prevalent with almost 80% of the population following this religion. Lisbon, Brazil's oldest city, has a famous churches and a world-renowned statue of Jesus, the Cristo. This attire represents Brazil, elegantly showcasing its global reputation as a church hub and featuring the Amazon, the world's most dangerous forest, with over 1,000 species and indigenous tribes.
Cambodia. The legend of Cambodia. At the sacred land of Nakhon Wat, there is a legend that the spirits of the Apsara, the goddess of heaven, are still watching the human world. When faith is fading, the sound of prayer begins to be quiet and art is forgotten over time. One of Mrs. Apsara will wake up from the stone wall. She will appear in an ancient Khmer-shaped machine with thousands of energy from heaven. and Earth to connect the past with the present, awakening the spirit of Nippon wants to come back to life again. She is not only a legendary goddess, but the heart of Cambodia that never goes out.
China, the main bloom, a living porcelain, a woman in full bloom, delicate yet commanding. This look revisits the timeless elegance of Ming Dynasty porcelain through a modern woman's perspective, inspired by traditional blue and white ceramics. The silhouette embodies an iconic face form, infused with curve and spirit, reimagining ancient floral patterns as a dynamic motion. The wearer emanates luck and prosperity, invoking the royal essence.com. Not just fashion, but legacy reinterpreted, softness with power, history in motion.
Colombia. The national costume is inspired by the Colombian, Caribbean sea that surrounds the island of San Andres, and also represents fishing and the wonderful marine biodiversity it boasts.
Costa Rica, Coral Guardian of Costa Rica. This national costume is inspired by the coral reefs beneath the ocean, the true rainforests of the sea, nurturing thousands of marine lives. Tonight I embody the role of the guardian of coral, to remind the world that this beauty we see is now under threat from pollution and the impact of climate change. May this costume not only shine with elegance on stage, but also serve as a powerful voice to awaken us all. To protect and preserve the ocean for as long as the corals live, our world will remain beautiful. Coral Guardian of Costa Rica.
Denmark, Statue of the Little Mermaid. Inspired of national costume, Denmark is welcoming visitors to Copenhagen's harbor with the Little Mermaid. This iconic bronze statue sits just off Langeledy, a long pier and promenade. Over the years, it's become a popular selfie spot and a must-visit landmark for those visiting the city. The statue was commissioned by a Danish brewer who was enamored by a ballet based on Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale about a mermaid. He commissioned the statue, which was unveiled in 1913, and the rest is history. Here's everything you need to know about visiting the Little Mermaid in Copenhagen. It's serving effortless glamour and reminding everyone why she's an excellent favorite.
Dominican Republic, ***, Dominican Carnival, Limping Devil, El Diablo Codrelo. A centerpiece of Dominican Carnival, the Limping Devil costume is both striking and theatrical. The costume includes an elaborate, grotesque mask with exaggerated devilish features, horns, fangs, and vivid colors like red, black, and gold, symbolizing mischief and chaos. The outfit is often ragged or patched, adding to its rugged look, and the limping effect is achieved through specially designed footwear or stilts, giving the impression of a devil hobbling through the streets. Participants don this costume to embody playful mischief and the festive spirit of carnival, dancing and parading with energy and flair that captivate spectators and celebrate Dominican cultural traditions.
Egypt. Miss Excellent Doll Egypt. Nela already presents the national costume. Inspired by the pharaoh's mummy's coffinet, the costume features a mummy costume tailored by Songthai artisan Songthai Songdi, showcasing a common funerary practice portraying the deceased as Osiris, expertly cast by Enoun. The miniature coffinet, now part of the national collection, demonstrates ancient Egyptian culture and customs.
Greece. From the crucible of sorrow, she emerges, clad in a drapery of nascent strength, each fold a whispered saga of triumph, mirroring the unwavering spirit of the goddess of war and wisdom Athena.
India. The silhouette of India. Inspired by the graceful outline of women in the traditional sari, this design captures timeless Indian elegance. A soft golden sari, richly adorned with crystals and gold-white beads, reflects the morning sun on marble architecture, while floral embroidery symbolizes the land's beauty and abundance. A sheer dupatta edged with golden beads adds fluidity, and royal-inspired jewelry evokes India's opulence. The silhouette of India celebrates not just beauty, but the heritage, artistry, and pride of women in every detail.
Indonesia, the glittering gold attire adorned with sequins and gemstones, featuring an Alabunti sen-pent snake, motif wrapping errant the body and culminating in a cobra-like head above, bears a strong symbolic correlation to the Aldonosian, especially Javanese, and Balinese myth of Nagaraja, or the King of Serpents. The costume vividly captures the mythological grandeur of the Nagaraja legend through symbolism of the serpent Naga, divine opulence, and spiritual guardianship, core aspects of Indonesian myth and ritual art. It's a powerful visual fusion of myth, fashion, and cultural reverence.
Japan. Maiden riding a koi fish. In Japanese art, the image of a maiden riding a koi fish is both delicate and powerful, a marriage of grace and resilience. The koi, celebrated for its unyielding spirit and ability to swim against the current, stands as a symbol of perseverance, good fortune, and prosperity. The maiden, often portrayed as a celestial beauty, embodies purity, harmony, and the elegance of humanity in balance with nature. Together, they form an auspicious emblem. Strength guided by grace, beauty upheld by determination. For centuries, this timeless motif has adorned paintings, ceramics, and crafts, carrying with it a promise of abundance, love, and enduring harmony. Malaysia.
Mexico. Day of the Dead, this annual holiday, observed in Mexico, honors deceased loved ones. Commonly referred to as Fiesta de los Muertos, it reflects Mexican culture and heritage people gather to pray, pay tribute, and celebrate with friends and family. The festivities span from October 31st to November 2nd, and attendees don colorful suits, pose as skulls and adorn their hair with flowers, and dance to music. UNESCO recognized the festival's cultural heritage status in 2008.
Myanmar. For excellency, Myanmar 2023 captivates with her remarkable peacock-inspired attire in a luminous and charming national costume. A devoted enthusiast of vivid colors, she radiates grace and elegance in a harmonious blend of royal greens, blues, and golds, symbolizing the pride and heritage of Myanmar. Plated accents and an exquisitely adorned headpiece elevate this tribute to the true essence of Myanmar's culture and history, a unique fusion of artistic expression, age-old traditions, and unwavering national pride.
Peru. Mariposa, not midnight butterfly, beauty within darkness, and the power of transformation, born from absorbing the energy of starlight and moonlight. Her wings shimmer with every movement, as if enchanted. Each step marks a metamorphosis, from the shadows into radiant brilliance.
Philippines, the tale of Maria Makiling. This beloved Filipino folktale revolves around a Diwata, Maria Makiling, residing on Mount Makiling, protecting its forests and natural beauty. Known for her long black hair, almond-shaped eyes, and serenity, she is known to aid those in need. While kindly, humans betrayed Maria's generosity by exploiting her, leaving her in disarray. Yet, she continues to watch over the mountains, manifesting in the mist and rustling leaves. Maria's story teaches us to respect nature and the consequences of human greed. Andrea Ruiz Crisostomo's tribute to Maria Macaulay, showcasing her pride in this legendary tale and preserving the spirit of Mount Macaulay, reflects the timeless beauty of Filipino culture.
Russia. The collection of Russian dolls, which combines amazing art and cuteness, is very valuable to me. And Russia loves dolls very much and wants to be beautiful like them. So she is very happy to dress up as a beautiful doll and show the art of Russian people happily and proudly in this contest. I love the excellent doll.
Spain. This dress embodies the spirit of a Spanish matador bull. Proud, yet irresistibly elegant. The top features two large bull-like horns and a stylish hat, giving off a powerful and commanding presence. The flowing red fabric wraps around the waist like a blooming rose, while also resembling the traditional red cape of a matador. It cascades down the lower body and flares out at the bottom, mimicking the cape billowing in the wind. Every detail strikes a balance between sharpness and softness, capturing the fearless yet artistic essence of a matador's dance with the bull in the arena.
South Africa. Diamond Queen of Light. The legendary land of diamonds, the radiant stage of the world. Adorned with countless dazzling diamonds, this gown reflects beauty and value transcending time. Fiery diamond wings symbolize triumph and a radiant woman unbeatable. Each glimmer carries a story of exploitation and the sacrifices made for blacklaborers.com. As the wings of fire spread, their light embraces freedom. Today, she stands as a symbol of beauty, strength, and dignity. The Diamond Queen, shining forever for freedom.
Sweden. Midsummer, raising the maple. Swedish tradition celebrates midsummer with a cowling pole called midsommarstång, symbolizing life, fertility, and unity. Communities gather as songs, dances, and laughter fill the long summer day. Victoria honors this heritage with a folk dress in yellow and blue, featuring floral embroidery and leaves, adorned with a hashtag crown of summer blooms. Her radiant appearance carries the spirit of Sweden's most joyful tradition.
The soul of Renaissance. When love ends, art still echoes. This piece draws from an emotional Renaissance era, embodying the delicate, Renaissance-inspired works of notable sculptor Michelangelo. Its intricate representation of the human soul transcends mere representation, as it becomes a vessel for human emotion. The contours reflect the same echo, seeming to whisper the secrets of the human heart within the fabric.
Ukraine. Isenki, Ukrainian Easter egg. This culturally significant Ukrainian art form, resembling intricately decorated eggs, embodies rebirth, protection, and prosperity, originating in ancient times. Each design features deep meanings representing love, remembrance, harmony, and nature's blessings, originally dedicated to honoring gods. Isenki later became a cherished Easter tradition, symbolizing faith, unity, and artistic mastery. More than just decoration, these eggs hold messages of hope and carry forward, a testament to Ukraine's enduring spirit.
USA. The term Red Indian is now unwarranted due to its racial insensitivity. Native Americans should be recognized as the people once called Indians. In 1889, Native Americans faced societal prejudice and struggled to preserve their culture. The term Red Indian was born by white Americans, often carrying prejudiced implications. As a result, Native people prefer to identify by tribal names to highlight their heritage and identity. Hence, we should use Native American instead of Red Indian to show respect and acknowledge their dignity.
Venezuela. The Araguaria persantha. This vibrant yellow tree, known for its brilliant blossoms, symbolizes the nation's rich natural resources. The costume featured a dazzling array of yellow flowers and sequins, artfully arranged to emulate the lush canopy of the Araguaria. The elaborate headpiece and flowing elements of the outfit captured the essence of the tree in full bloom, making a bold statement on stage.
Vietnam. Shadows in the Mist. Inspired by the solemn beauty of Bai Anh Pagoda in Ninh Binh, the national costume presented by Miss Excellent. Doll Vietnam at Miss Excellent. Doll 2025 embodies a harmony of sacredness and mystery. The dominant green palette, blended with muted tones, evokes the ancient atmosphere of the temple, veiled in morning mist reflecting the thousand-year-old cultural depths of Vietnam. Every detail of the costume is like a fragment of history, recreating a spiritual space where past and present converge in serenity and grandeur. With Shadows in the Mist, Vietnam introduces to the world not just a costume, but a cultural emblem, a tribute to national spirit, preserved through the breath of millennia.
was it? Everyone, I guess you who watched it were all amazed by the amazingness that the 28 beauties presented through their national costumes.
Not only the audience, I was also stunned. Everyone did a great job. Let's give a round of applause to all 28 countries.
I hope everyone enjoyed themselves tonight. See you in the next round of the preliminary competition.
Bye.
Bye.